Okay. I think for the whole part of that front video, I had my mic muted. So let's start this up again. My name is Gabriel Beltras, right? I'm bringing you this little course video, this little short video on change and how scary it can be, but how detrimental it could be in our lives and how much it can impact our lives on a day-to-day basis. And wow, that really threw me off. It just kind of just messed up my little cycle. I had a little rant going there. Anyway, besides the point, but every day we make some pretty big choices or pretty small choices, but it's how we, approach those choices, right? Because when you reach a choice, right, when you have a choice to make in your life, you think a couple of things. One, is this going to be the right thing for me? Two, is it going to be the thing I want to do? And three, is it going to stick, right? There are things that pop into our head, right? There's a lot of usually negative thoughts that I think in your head, and I'm gonna tell you right now, don't push through that, right? Don't make the correct choice. What am I saying? Just basically look at the choice you have to make, and don't weigh it by pros and cons. Weigh it on how you feel, right? Because 9 times out of 10, your gut feeling is the correct choice, and your first intention is going to be the correct choice. So as soon as you make that choice and you follow through with it, you're going to see that it's something that you actually wanted to do. So as I'm going, let me go ahead and tell you this little story, right? So we make big choices in our lives. Some of them we notice, some of them we don't. But here's a big choice that everyone has made in their life, right? If you're of age and stuff. When you went to school, right? You're in fifth grade. You're all high and mighty because you're at the top of the food chain. But then you notice, okay, holy crap, next year I'm going to be a sixth grader, right? And in your head, you're not thinking, oh, this and that. You're like, I'm going to be a sixth grader. What if I get bullied? What if I don't fit in? What if I'm an outcast? What if I don't know English like I didn't know English moving on to sixth grade? What if there's a language barrier and I don't mesh well? What if I never get out of ESOL? There's a lot of what ifs that pop up into our head, right? But in the end, right, we make the conscious choice to continue school, right? Because it's a choice of ours. We could have dropped out right there and just forget about school. But instead, we chose, okay, let's move on to sixth grade. We get to sixth grade, and some of the best things happen to us, right? You meet that tight niche of friends that you have for the rest of your life. You have that, one teacher that's so cool that taught you so many things. You have that one, you start band like I did back in sixth grade, and it was one of the best things that ever happened to you, right? You gained a new appreciation in the art. But there's a big change that we have made in our lives, subconsciously or consciously, depending on who you are, that completely changed our life. Could you imagine your life without having gone to middle school, having gone to sixth grade? How different your life could be right now? Change is scary, no matter in what shape or form it comes. But it is how you take it and how you actually roll with it that actually makes a difference in your life, right? Whether you choose to try to stay stubborn and stay rooted in your own ways and your old ways, that's where the problem occurs, where you try to fight the change. It's like trying to be the rock in like that forks a river. Yeah, it might be working at first, but in the end, that river's gonna win. See what I'm saying? You're gonna be consumed by that lack of change, and you're gonna be that person that completely gets blown out of proportion and doesn't succeed or gets thrown out of whack completely. But instead of being that rock, how about you be that canoe in the river and choose which way you want to go and go with the flow and make things happen on your own terms. See what I'm saying? See that difference? You can choose to be that rock rooted down to the ground and not movable and stubborn until it gets completely just eroded and gone. Or you can choose to be that canoe and choose which fork of the river you want to go. Whether you want to go in the rough way or you want to go in the smooth way, it's your choice. In the end goal, where do we go? We all go to the ocean, which is the bigger picture, right? That's the choice, and that's the things that I want you to keep in mind. Every choice that you make has a bigger picture, has a bigger thought, has a bigger outcome, and 9 times out of 10, people choose the best choice for them, and they are happy with the choice in the long run, right? It might have little regrets now and then, but in the end, that end goal is that most important thing in that person's life, and it's the most important thing in anybody's life. So I want you to think to that as you go through choices. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, change and how to implement it in your life, go ahead and there's a link in the bottom of my previous video that has that. And if you want to see what I'm doing to that, I'm learning how this personal development and how to help people and how to help people get through some changes that can influence their life in a great way. You can click a link down there as well. All right, this has been Gabriel, or up there if you're on Facebook, right? This has been Gabriel. I'm glad you guys stopped by to watch this video. I'll see you guys on the next one.